Hello everybody and welcome back to Forza Horizon 5. Now this week we have yet another brand new Ferrari. Now I know what you're thinking, that is a lot of Ferraris, why there's so many? It's almost becoming like the amount of Porsches back in Horizon 4. Well, don't worry, because this is going to be the last one we'll have for probably about one series and then they'll all be back again. And the one we're looking at today is the Ferrari F8 Tributo, or Tributo, I don't know, it's something Italian. Anyway, it has 711 brake horsepower, 567 foot-pounds of torque, it weighs a whopping 3,230 pounds, and has a displacement of, I think that is 3.9. Not bad. Right, let's go and take a look at it. Professional. So here is the Ferrari Tribuno. The F8. I'm just going to call this thing Ferrari Fate, because it's going to annoy a lot of Italians. Anyway, this is the interesting little Ferrari Fate. So if we go and look at the back of it, it does remind me a little bit of the ATS GT. Now, if you remember me making that video rather on that, then congratulations, it was made a while ago. I'd be surprised if people remember it. But this is quite an interesting little one, because if you go into photo mode very quickly, when it wishes to load, because apparently the 1S and very quickly don't really go together very much anymore. But if we look at the front of it, it's got a little bit of an interesting grille design. I don't know what was going on there, but I just don't know really. Looking at the inside, it looks like just about every Ferrari ever made, but how does it sound? Yes, thank you very much for letting me know. I have a screenshot uploaded. Fantastic. But anyway, let's go and take a listen. And here we are. Now, didn't that sound pretty cool? Honestly, I do actually like how it sounds. It is a very nice sounding Ferrari. But if we go over to conversion, we'll take a look at engine swaps. We have two that we can choose from. We've got the Racing V12, which is a bit... it's okay. And then we have the 6.3 litre V12 hybrid, of which we all know as the LFA engine. We do also have the option to all-wheel drive swap this thing, but for the sake of not wanting Italy to break down my door tomorrow morning, I'm going to keep it rear-wheel drive. For now. So an interesting fact about this thing, it starts out on semi-slick racing tyres, so we could go all the way up to full slick and somehow keep this thing within S1. I've got an idea for a build now, and I'll keep it very plain and simple. What we're doing is just taking this thing up to the edge of S1, and then we're going to go and race it and see how it does, and then we'll just go and do all the usual bits and pieces. However, before we go and do that, let's go and take a look at the paints we have. If you go to Advanced, sadly there is nothing to do with the Advanced on this, but we do have four manufacturer colours. We have got a red, we have got a blue, that actually kind of reminds me a little bit of, it looks kind of like a darker shade of the blue you get on the F12 TDF. And then we have mustard yellow, and finally, matte racing green, olive forest green, I don't know. And so away we go on finding out if this thing's actually going to be any good as a race build. Currently we have lost a lot of places. We're down to 10th out of 12 cars. Can we get this turn right? No. No, we can't. We really can't. We've lost a lot of places there. We're going to have to see if we can make those up along this a little bit. So we're going to go and try and go past the Lamborghini. My English is just not working. Perhaps it's because I'm driving something Italian. Trouble is, I don't know Italian. Italian people in the comments, let me know some Italian phrases and stuff that I can learn, because it'll be nice if I have to make a video on yet another Ferrari. So after playing around with dodgems, which is apparently every wall this thing can find, this thing actually put in something interesting that we've never seen before. A car that hasn't finished first. This thing finished third out of a group of 12 different vehicles. Well, that was a interesting result. So let's go ahead and throw on our hybrids, twin turbos. We'll go and make the Italians angry. We'll go and put on some drag tyres. We'll go and make them a little bit wider, both at the front and at the back as well. And then a whole bunch of tuning and upgrading and doing absolutely everything to this thing, really. Okay, so here we are now with well over 1,000 brake horsepower, so let's go ahead and away we go. Let's see what we can do on the edge of the drag strip. That car just faded out of existence, apparently. Can we get 200 through the camera? That is kind of a requirement for all of our cars. We get 208.66 miles an hour, so it's not as bad in drag racing as it is in road racing, surprisingly. Or surprisingly not, depending on how you think. But next we've got to go and convert this thing back to rear-wheel drive and go and see what it'll do out on the road with some decent, hopefully, tyres. Because, as we all know from that race, it didn't do well. So here we are now over at the edge of the motorway with 1,400 brake horsepower, and away we go. Time to go and find out just how quick this thing can really truly be. Also, I hope everybody is enjoying the brand new microphone quality as I've switched my laptop to, believe it or not, a mobile phone. But yeah, let's go and see how fast this thing is. The game reckons it can do 308. I very highly doubt that, but well, we're going now into a speed zone, so we'll have to go and see what this thing can do going out of it. And that will probably, well, it will tell us how quick this thing could truly be. That is 270.3 outside of the little speed zone there. And then we're going up to the little downhill bit, which is everybody's favourite, or at least it certainly is my favourite, because we go and get to see just how quick this thing truly is. We are hovering around 272, 273 currently, so if we go up to the edge of the hill, what do we get? We get 273 through the camera, and 275, 276. We get 277, or is 276? No, 276 is our limit. No, 276 is our limit. Honestly, for a moment there, it felt like I was playing Forza Horizon 2 back on the Xbox 360, where 276 was about the fastest you could ever go. Ah, I miss that game. Anyway, next we're going to try and see what this thing can do when it comes to drifting, and hopefully I shouldn't really have to change anything. So, actually, yeah, this is a perfect demonstration. I do not have to change a thing, so we'll go over to the edge of the drift track, or our little drift zone, and we'll go and see what it can do. So here we go now, throwing this thing into the drift zone for its first of the... That's a wall. Going for another attempt at going back into that little drift zone. Let's go ahead and see. Can we try and not clonk a wall this time? That would be absolutely fantastic. Let's not spin, we're not a McLaren, never mind. In the end, we got 36,000 points from that run, which is not too bad considering we had a spin in the middle, but it would be a lot nicer if it, well, you know, didn't. Anyway, let's go ahead and give this another run going back the other way now and hope it's not actually going to be as terrible. And let's see. Nope. It truly was as terrible. So going back for one more run, let's go and see what this thing can do. Hopefully it'll actually be decent now because I've messed around with it just ever so slightly. Seriously? Again? Okay, take number 4 next? Is it take 4? Someone let me know in the comments. Okay, final attempt. If this thing spins, I don't care, it spins. So let's see what it can do. Hopefully it won't mess us around. It will find a wall. And it will find another wall. Nope. Okay, nope. I'm done. I'm done. That's me. I'm sorted. So I guess that brings me to what I think of this thing. It's a car. That's about all I can put it. It's a very nice looking car. People keep bugging me to join convoys. No, I'm busy making a video. But if you want to unlock this thing, it is available for spring of Series 7 for 20 points in the festival playlist. That is if you want one of these things, because as you can see earlier, it wasn't exactly good at racing. It was good at drag racing, it was good at going quickly, but that's about it really. If you want this thing to turn, good luck with that, in any aspect of turning, be that sideways or intentionally. But yeah, this thing is pretty good for speed. It does have a lot of power behind it, especially with the engine swaps taking it over 1,400, and well, it's okay. I guess. It's not the greatest, but if you want to pick up one of these and go and decide for yourself, go right ahead and feel free to tell me if I'm wrong in the comments. Honestly, it'll be interesting to see what happens there, because I know there's going to be a bunch of angry Italians already. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'll go ahead and see you all in the next one. And yeah, feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, all of the usual stuff that every other YouTuber on the planet else used to do. But trust me, it helps us out a ton, and you get to see new videos as soon as they're uploaded. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Tech out. I really don't know what to think of this thing.